Hello, Ms. Rahman. I wanted to talk to you about our welfare president. What am I talking about? And who am I talking about? Yeah, Donald Trump. He's going to be a welfare president, which is kind of hilarious and ironic because, as we know, Republicans, conservatives, however you want to put it, hate welfare. They run on dismantling, abolishing welfare, period. They don't like any social safety net programs whatsoever. So the fact that President Trump is going to launch pilot programs in several states pushing welfare is hilarious. Now, the pilot program is called the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023, and it reflects the administration's commitment to reshaping welfare programs to encourage employment, personal responsibility, and strong and stable two-parent families. President Biden was the one that initiated this pilot program. However, Trump, when he came into office, or delayed it, and now he's re-initiating it. In charge of state programs to submit proposals, and they want the states to propose alternative performance measures to the work participation rate that prioritize rapid employment outcomes, earnings progressions, and reduced dependency on TANF, Medicaid, SNAP, which is the food stamp program, and other welfare. Now, what is really fascinating about this approach is that the work aspect of this pilot program is insinuating or suggesting that there's not a work requirement already attached to the TANF program. In 1996, when former President Clinton passed the Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act, part of the federal effort to end welfare as we knew it and replace AFDC was to make recipients work for the benefits and to sue for child support. They made people go to work and they made them sue for child support. That was what that welfare reform package looked like. Criminalized parenthood and made you go to work. So for President Trump or the HHS, whoever, to suggest that the recipients of welfare now are not having to work for the benefits that they receive is bullshit. Now, another way to look at this, or another part of welfare, the child support program is intertwined with TANF and Title 4D, which means that the child support that is collected is retained by the state. So they're paid back for this money, for this benefit payment that the custodial parent receives. They'll get that money back. So not only is the custodial parent working for the check, work, and the child support, and then again another time because we as taxpayers are paying for this welfare program. So what do we need another welfare program? Additionally, the case files for the TANF program has dropped nationally. 21 out of every 100 families in poverty received TANF benefits in 2020. Back in 1979, that was 82. 1996, it was 68 out of every 100. And this is the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities. This is where I'm getting this data from. And they get their data straight from the government. Case files aren't even substantial enough to warrant another or more pilot programs just to implement welfare or TANF. It's a play to get young families, young mothers, young couples, whether they're married or not, into the welfare program. Why? Because when Clinton initiated the welfare reform program, criminalizing unmarried parents by making the custodial parents sue for child support, those children are now aged out of that system. So they are now 27, 28 years old. So they need new cases. What people fail to realize when you hear these Republicans go after welfare with everything that they have, they need welfare. Welfare offers money to the government, to the Social Security program. This is funding them. So they have to, on one end, look like they're so against welfare, and on the other end, they need it. So they will have a society badmouth all of these folks that receive welfare, and on the other hand, in back rooms where we don't get to see, they are making the best deal because they need people on welfare. And here Trump is in the dead of the night because they're not even talking about this. About 96 when they launched the child support thing, Ohio was one of those pilot states. So they lured us in with an extra $50 on our check. That was the incentive. So yeah, we're going to get it, but we didn't know that we were suing and signing over our rights to any child support that we would receive. Then all the child support that you get is going to the state. So that's what's going on now. They need new victims for the child support hustle. So y'all young folks, new parents, old parents that aren't in the system, just take heed that when they start calling your phone or sending you flyers or throwing block parties and shit, because they real slick with it. Come on down, you can get this. Here's some diapers. Here's some, they'll walk the neighborhood, they canvas. They come in and solicit you. That's why you know that child support participation is not mandatory. They will never come and ask you to sign up. They just make you do it. Like taxes. They make you pay taxes. So when they come around and beg for you to come and join their program, you say no because it's easy to get caught up in that program, that system. It's hard to get out of. Y'all stay up. ChildSupportHustle.com.
They profit off of children not having fathers around, so they keep them separated. They do nothing about parental alienation, and child support is a big corporation.